because this is lesson number 2 on lessons from the master. But I'm going to tell you what's going on in Matthew 25. Periodically, I may read a couple of scriptures, but we want to focus on what's going on in Matthew 25. Jesus is telling a story about this gentleman who had 3 servants. And he was getting ready to go on a trip, on a far journey. He's going to be gone for a long, long time. And so he called each one of his servants and gave them some talents. And he gave each one of them their talents according to their ability. So he called the first servant he gave him 5 talents. And then he called another servant, his second servant, and gave him 2 talents. And then he called his last servant and gave him 1 talent. And then this gentleman decides that he was going to go out of town and he was going to be gone for a long, long time. And when he left those 3 servants in charge of his finances. And these 3 particular guys, they knew what was expected of their master. And they knew what type of man he was. And that when he gives you something, he expects for you to give it back in return and to give it back more with interest. So these servants knew what was required of them. It's not like they didn't know, because that was their master. And so when he came back from his journey, he called each one of his servants to see how they had done with what he had gave them. And so the first servant, he came and he said, Lord, I knew you was a hard man, and I took the talents you gave me and I gained 5 other more talents. He said, you done good. I'm proud of you. You done good with what I've given you, and you double. And likewise, when he called the second servant, he said, Lord, you gave me 2 talents and I gained 2 more talents. He said, you done well. You a good and faithful servant. Jesus is telling this story. And then he called the last servant. He said, Lord, you gave me 1 talent, but I hid it in the ground because I knew you was a hard man. And I didn't do nothing with what you gave me, but at least I'm giving it back to you. And he called that servant wicked and lazy, slothful. He said, cast this servant out of my house, because I can't use nobody like this in my castle. He knew that I was expecting for him to give me another talent with the talent that I blessed him with. And actually, he didn't do anything. In other words, the master was mad because he said, you didn't do nothing while I was gone. You didn't produce anything. You didn't do anything with the talent that I gave you. So Jesus was telling this story because he was that gentleman. He wanted the people to realize that he came, he suffered, and he died, and he was buried. And that now he's gone away and seated at the right hand of the Father. And that he's going to return one day. And he wants to know, what did we do with the time he gave us here on earth? How did we spend that time? Did we spend it for ourselves? Did we spend it for our families? Did we spend it for our reputation? Did we spend time trying to do the will of God? He's going to come back. And when he come back, the Bible says every knee must bow and every tongue must confess and everyone must give himself account to God for himself. For every idle word you even spoke, and for every deed you done. Whether it was good or bad, you're going to have to give an account. So Jesus, and likewise, he's trying to show them that I am that man. So while we're looking up and we frowning at this servant that hid his talent in the ground and say he old lazy servant, Jesus said, make sure that you don't fall into that category and don't do nothing with the time here that I've given you on earth. And just because you're applauded by men, don't mean you'll be applauded by God. Now, you could get applauded by men and be applauded by God if you handle your business right. Amen. Because people ought to see you in the job and delight to see you. People ought to see you in the neighborhood and delight to see you. People ought not see you coming home and going in their house. Unless they're doing it because you're a true Christian. Because we know the Bible says darkness will hate the light. So now if you walk in the light, they may hate you because you the light. But make sure it's because you the light and not you a busybody. Because if you suffer because you're a busybody, those are called consequences.
That's right.
That ain't the devil, that ain't God, that's you. So Jesus said, I am that gentleman. And I know where I looked at him and said, he know where he left off. See, what happened is we don't come unprofitable to God overnight. We do it gradually. Look at him and say, the devil's smooth now.
The devil's smooth now.
He know how to get you to doing what you don't need to do, be doing.
Yes, sir.
I say he know how to get you to do what you don't need to be doing.
Yes, that's right.
And he gonna disguise it. And he gonna make it convenience. And you gotta watch people that's in your inner circle. Make sure they ain't Judas.
That's right.
It's the people that's close to you that can hurt you, not the people that you keep out your circle.
That's right. Yes.
Huh? Do you know what the mafia's prayer is? Lord, I take care of my enemies. It's my friends I'm worried about. That's the mafia's prayer. I take care of my enemies, but it's my friends I'm worried about. The mafia leader is always taken down by somebody close to him. So you better watch everybody in your circle to make sure they're not allowing you or making you to become unprofitable gradually. Now, what does the word gradually mean? It means taking place, changing, or moving by small degrees. Small degrees. Little by little. You know how you gain weight? Little by little. Piece of pie here, a bowl of ice cream there, little chicken there, little soda pop there. You don't gain weight overnight. Before you know, you can't fit that old dress no more. Before you know it, them shoes tight. You talking about the shoes getting smaller. Now you gotta go buy wide width shoes. Cause you can put on a few pounds. You gain weight little by little. Well, you don't just fall away from grace. The devil good. He know how to get you away from God. Little by, hey, don't go to church. Just come over. It's just one time. It's just one time. But you like it. You have fun. You don't have to give no money. You don't have to do nothing but just little by little. Oh, don't read your Bible. Your favorite show coming on now. Keisha Cole and Frankie. And that Frankie off the chain. It ain't no sin to watch Keisha Cole or Basketball Wives or Love and Hip Hop. It ain't no sin to watch hip hop, but it's taking time from God when you can be what? Getting to know him. That's gradual. You can watch hip hop and nothing gonna happen. You still a child of God. You still going to heaven. But you're gonna know this because that movie so popular. Before the news come on, they give like little interviews. I put it on on Wednesday night. I put it on the news. My wife said, "Baby, don't put it on there because they doing interviews." I said, "That's right." 9:07, you gotta wait for the news to come on. 9:07. I mean, every Wednesday she tell me, "Don't put it on the news. Put it on something else." I put it on Channel 5 because Fox News gonna come on at 9:07. Empire, ain't nothing wrong with Empire. It's a made up story to make money. They in the entertainment business. That's what they supposed to do. R. Kelly got an interview with Oprah Winfrey. And I really felt what he said. He said, "Oprah, I'm not that man. They want me to be that man." He said, "If I don't sing about love, getting in the closet, getting in the bed, that my money, my records ain't gonna sell, Oprah." He said, "I'm an entertainer. That's what I do. I make a song about a potato salad if it sell." He said, "But that's not me. I'm in an entertainment business. I'm gonna sing about love. I'm gonna sing about G, whatever I can say. That's what I'm an entertainer." That makes sense. A clown supposed to make you laugh, not pull out a gun and shoot you. When you go to the magic show and the musician can't perform no magic, you gonna want your money back. When you go to the comedy club, you want to laugh. It better be funny. So what's the difference? You understand what I'm saying? So what the devil does, he gets you to focus on anything. He don't care what it is, as long as it's not God and the church and your word. So gradually, you're being pulled away from God. That's why you are not getting no ocean and go to Galveston to swim unless you experience swimmer, because them waves will pull you out there.
Yeah.
Just the other day on the news, there was somebody drowning in the ocean. The water was pulling them out. And the man he hollered to the lady, told her, swim slant ways. Because she's trying to fight through it. No, you got to swim on. You're going to swim slantways, but you're going to come close to shore. You can't, It's a certain way you got to swim when that wave start pulling you. But how you going to defend yourself if you don't know you're being pulled? Before you look up, if you're not experienced, you'll be way out in the middle of the ocean. And the people way back there.
That's right. That's right.
So what Satan does, he make it convenient for you to get away from God. Gradually, little by little. It also means rising or descending at an even or moderate inclination. I told you I had a friend when I used to work security at a chemical plant. He used to drive trucks all over the world. He said you used to go up the mountains in California. He said it don't seem like you're going up because the street go around the mountain. But you're going up. But you're going up gradually. It's not just a straight shot up and a straight shot down. And when you come down, you're coming down gradually. The devil taking us away from God, but we don't know because he wanted to. If I could just keep them busy, keep them off what's focus, what's really important. He does it gradually, and then next thing you know, you're unprofitable to God. Don't mean you're not. Notice I ain't say that. You don't mean you're not going to heaven. God just can't use you. And I can back it up with the word. Jesus says, "Salt that has lost its saltiness is good for nothing." Would you put seasoning in your food that you know won't season your food? No. Would you use sugar that ain't sweet? Who wants a hard biscuit for breakfast? A crunchy old biscuit break your teeth. I bought an air freshener one time and I wanted to spray to make the room smell good. It shot nothing but water. So I shook it to make some combustion in there, some gas. It was so old it lost its shelf life.
Wow.
I don't care what I would have done. And when it just shot out like a stream of water. Supposed to be gas. You know, to fumigate the room.
Yes.
And some of us, God shaking us and shaking us and shaking us and trying to get the light to come out. But ain't nothing but darkness coming out. You know why? Because we done got away from it. What else? I'm looking to the next. He finna close now. I got to get Baptist now. I got to close. One day I'm playing, but I'm going to hoop one day. But y'all roll over each other either. They're going to hit me. I know God going to hit me one day. What are some things that could cause one to become unprofitable? Listen carefully. If we are not careful as believers, these are some things that could cause one to become unprofitable. Gradually, though. Number one on my list, I got 16 things. Number one on my list, you better watch that old devil. You better watch that old devil. And the devil come all shapes, sizes, and colors. Amen. Watch the first one that can gradually or cause us to gradually become unprofitable God. If we're not careful, we got to watch Satan. Number one is Satan. Number two, be careful when you're not being led of the Spirit and you're in your flesh. You better be led of the Spirit at all times, or you'll gradually become unprofitable to God. You got to watch. God don't want you to be involved in everything, trying to fix everybody's problem, fix every situation. Who made you the doctor to the world? The only problems God wants you to fix is yours and the ones He leads you to by the Spirit. We're trying to help everybody. Everybody don't want your help.
Thank you.
I know it seems like it do. They don't want your help. They got a show come on cable called My 600 Pound Life. These people 600 pounds.
Yes.
They ain't get 600 pounds overnight. You can't help them. It's too late. They ate that way. Hey, look, I'm a big man. I wasn't born this size. Look to the neighbor and say, bowl after spaghetti, after bowl of spaghetti, after bowl of spaghetti. You can't help him. He's 600. What you gonna do? You going over there for what? Ain't nothing gonna change. It's too late. 600 pounds. And you just feel sorry for him. So you taking time that you're supposed to be with God. There's a lot of things you're gonna feel sorry for them. You're gonna be trying to fix everything and ain't helping nobody, hurting yourself. Number 2, not being led of the Spirit. Number 3, when you're just disobedient, you become unprofitable God. Just won't listen, won't be obedient. Just plain old disobedient. That's number 3. Number 4, these are things that can gradually cause you to become unprofitable if you're not careful as a believer. Number 4, selfish. Just think about yourself. You think about yourself. Well, God can't use you. Because it's God first, others second, and self what? Last. God first, others second, self last. Jesus said, he that is the greatest among you will be your what? Servant. Not first. That's why I'm saying you go to some church, the pastor sit down and eat first. Don't say that, real. You're supposed to have an apron on and serving. Or either watching y'all being served. Make sure everybody didn't get his plate. Number 4 is selfishness. Number 5, watch this. Other people. You better watch other people. Oh, you ought to just tell them. They always do you like that. You need to tell them. Show them. Other people. You better watch other people. Pull you from God. Number 5 is other people. Number 6 is pride. I'm a strong brother. Nobody talks to me like that. Pride. Number 7, guess what number 7 is? Blessings. Woo! God took too good care of us. Now we got time for him. Blessings. That's you. You think people in that church today because they broke? No, that's because they got money. They are doing their thing. Blessings will make you pull away from God if you ain't careful. What's another thing make you pull away from God? Poverty. Poverty. Because we'll start blaming God for our poverty. And I ain't talking about financially poverty. I'm talking about poverty in the spirit. You ain't got no faith. You don't trust that God. You don't believe God can change your life around. He can. Poverty. That's number 8. Number 9, wealth. Ooh, I watch people got a lot of money. And I'm not making it up. You know what the Bible says about the rich? The rich answer roughly, but the poor use it in treaties. You watch rich people when they go to restaurants. Excuse me, can I get some service? Can I get service over here? Excuse me. But you know the poor people sit there and they'll wait.
Yes.
And say, well, we still trying to decide what y'all want, y'all. But the rich gonna get your attention. The Bible said the rich answer roughly, but the poor use it. The poor people talk nice to you.
That's right.
Number 10, I'm getting ready to close. Number 10, what are some things that'll pull you away from God if you're not careful? Blindness, when you just blind. You know, you can see what people going through and you know how to help them, and you try to help them and they just won't let you help them. Yeah. Blind because they blind.
That's right.
They blind.
That's right. That's right.
You become unprofitable God when you blind. Number 11, refuses to do things God's way. And you just won't do it God's way. I'm going to do it my way. Refuses to do things God's way. That's number 11. Number 12, personal goals that exclude God. Personal goals that exclude God. You're going to get your PhD, but I'm going to leave Jesus on Calvary. You're going to reach your personal goal, but where's God now? Personal goals that exclude Jesus. If you started with Jesus, you got to finish with Jesus. Amen. Number 13, I'm getting ready to close. Lack of love for God. The Bible says you should love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy mind, with all thy strength, and love the neighbor as thyself. When you don't love God like that, you ain't going to be faithful to him. You know, it's amazing how we want people to love us, but we don't love God who created us and blessing us. You know, we ain't like, do you love me? Don't lie to me. Tell me, look at me when you tell me. And that's what God want to know. Do y'all love me? That's what he never said. Show me you love me.
That's right.
Do my will. Help my people. Be the light. Number 4, ungratefulness. I'll get you the grass and the tunnel. I don't care what you do for some people. It's not going to never be enough. You just don't even worry about it. You can barbecue 17 briskets. They don't want to know why you ain't got chicken wings. I got no wing, but take a whole brisket home if you want. Nah, I don't eat that. I want some chicken wings. You just not, I don't care what you do. Ungratefulness. Then number 15. See, y'all know some people. I know somebody flashing your head. Don't talk about it. Pray for them. Number 15 is a busybody. You moving too much. Slow down. You can't go. You grinding. You gonna become unprofitable to God because you're too busy. You're doing too much. Take it easy. This how you a busybody. This is what you need to do. Finish one project, then start on the next project. You got too many projects going there.
All open at the same time.
Yes. Finish one project. And then the last one is the unsaved. The unsaved people is not useful to God.
No.
Unless he get converted.
That's right.
The unsaved. Give the Lord a hand clap of praise. Maybe somebody here today, you want to get closer to God.